For decades, this caliber has been the absolute heavyweight champion of North American big game. We are talking about a round that is flat-shooting, hard-hitting, and it has earned the trust of generations of outdoorsmen who need a cartridge that puts meat in the freezer without drama. But let's get real for a second. The ammo is only 50% of the equation. The platform you choose to send that lead downrange is the difference between tagging that trophy buck or taking a long, sad walk back to the truck empty-handed. Today, we are breaking down 7 rifles chambered in .308 Winchester that have earned their stripes in the field. These aren't safe queens. These are systems proven to deliver performance, accuracy, and reliability when the pressure is on. Number 7. Remington Model 783. Now, this rig right here is living proof that you do not need to mortgage the house to get dependable ballistics. The 783 was engineered from the ground up as a working-class tool. It is affordable, it is precise, and it is built tough enough to hold its zero even after a season of getting banged around in the back of a pickup. The engine of this system is a button-rifled barrel that is free-floated right out of the box. That allows for consistent harmonics and tight groups downrange. Remington pairs that steel with a high nylon content synthetic stock. That adds rigidity and stability that you usually don't see at this price point. They bedded the action on dual steel pillars, which gives you a rock-solid interface between the receiver and the stock, and the crossfire trigger system is user-adjustable, so you can tune that pull weight to break exactly how you like it. It feeds from a detachable steel box magazine holding 4 rounds of standard calibers, and with a 20-inch barrel, the whole package stays compact. It is light and easy to swing inside a tight blind or thick brush. Remington ships this thing with a 3 to 9x40 scope already mounted and bore-sighted. That cuts down your setup time significantly. You are spending less time tinkering at the bench and more time prepping for opening day. You also get a recessed target crown to protect your rifling, integral sling swivel studs, and a supercell recoil pad that does a fantastic job of soaking up that kick. The matte black finish is all business. It fights off rust and keeps you low profile in the woods, coming in around $400. This platform delivers serious return on investment, accuracy, ruggedness, and reliability that respects your wallet. Number 6. Browning X Bolt 2. This is where old-world artistry collides with modern engineering. The Browning X Bolt 2. Speed Dark Maple blends that classic wood grain aesthetic with state-of-the-art rifle technology. The furniture is stabilized AAA-grade maple. It gives you that heritage look, but with modern resistance to temperature shifts and moisture that usually warp traditional wood stocks. That timber is mated to a fluted sporter contour barrel that strikes a perfect balance between weight reduction and barrel stiffness. The action is coated in tungsten Cerakote. That offers superior corrosion resistance compared to standard bluing or stainless steel. At the heart of the trigger guard sits the Browning DLX trigger system. It is a 3-lever design, 0 creep, 0 over travel, and it comes from the factory breaking crisp at 3.5 pounds. On the business end, Browning threads it M13 by .75 and includes a radial brake. That tames the muzzle rise and gives you the option to run a suppressor if you want to save your hearing. The bolt body is spiral fluted with an oversized knob, and it features a short 60-degree throw. That means you can cycle the action fast for a follow-up shot without your knuckles hitting the scope. The X-Lock scope mounting system uses 4 screws per base. That locks your optics down tighter than a bank vault. Inside the receiver, extra guidance surfaces make this bolt run smoother than almost anything else in its class. And the bolt unlock button works with the tang safety, allowing you to clear the chamber safely with the safety still engaged. You also get the Inflex recoil pad to mitigate the punch, and fine checkering on the grip panels for a positive hold in wet or freezing weather. Total weight is 6 pounds, 8 ounces. Barrel length is 22 inches. At roughly $1,550, this is not a budget bin rifle. But you are paying for premium fit, finish, and the performance that the Browning nameplate guarantees. Number 5. Bergara B14. Woodsman in .308 Winchester. This is Spanish barrel precision married to American hunting tradition. The Bergara B14 Woodsman looks like a classic deer rifle. It handles like a classic deer rifle, but it runs with the precision of a modern chassis system. You get a gorgeous walnut stock with an American straight comb profile, clean lines, proper checkering, and a finish that speaks to the hunter who appreciates the soul of a woodstock. But underneath that vintage look lies the B14 action. This is a two-lug system with a coned bolt nose and a sliding plate extractor. It is designed for silky, smooth feeding and absolute reliability every time you run the bolt. The trigger is Bergara's curved single-stage unit, factory set right around 3 pounds. It breaks clean and light, helping you squeeze every ounce of accuracy out of that barrel. And speaking of barrels, this one is 22 inches long and honed in Bergara's Spanish facility, which is world famous for producing exceptionally accurate tubes. You can configure this with a hinged floor plate or a detachable magazine, depending on your personal preference for reloading. It is drilled and tapped for Remington 700 pattern rings, so mounting your glass is a breeze with endless aftermarket support. At around $700, you are getting a rifle that has the soul of traditional craftsmanship, but with modern tolerances that punch way above its price tag. Number 4. Savage Model 110 Package Rifle. Savage took their legendary Model 110 action and updated it with the features that modern hunters actually demand. This package shows up ready to hit the deer stand. It comes with a Vortex Crossfire 2-9x40 scope, already mounted and bore-sighted. You do not have to shop for rings or pay a gunsmith for installation. It is good to go. The centerpiece here is the Savage AccuTrigger. It is user-adjustable from 2.5 up to 6 pounds. This gives you total control over the pull weight while maintaining complete drop safety. A 20-inch sporter profile barrel with a 1-in-10 twist keeps the rig accurate, but short enough to manipulate in thick timber or tight shooting houses. The action is bedded in a rugged synthetic stock featuring an adjustable length of pull. Using a system of spacers, you can adjust it from 12 3/4 to 13 3/4 inches. That is perfect for fitting smaller shooters or compensating for thick winter clothing. You also get a soft recoil pad, dual sling studs, and a detachable box magazine for quick administrative reloads. The carbon steel is finished in matte black for corrosion resistance, and Savage tops it off with an EGW 0 MOA rail and Vortex Hunter medium rings, with the bottom bolt release, ambidextrous magazine release, and superior ergonomics. It is an incredibly user-friendly design, and coming in at about $750 complete with quality glass. It represents one of the absolute best values in the current market. Number 3. Tikka T3X Lite. Now we are stepping into the world of Scandinavian precision. The Tikka T3X Lite has a legendary reputation for delivering sub-MOA accuracy straight out of the box. There is no tedious barrel break-in period, no gunsmithing required. This rifle is purpose-built for harsh environments. All the major metal components are stainless steel to fight off rust and corrosion. The synthetic stock is modular, low maintenance, and it stays stable whether you are in the freezing Arctic or the blistering heat of the high desert. The barrel measures 22.4 inches with a 1-in-10 twist rate. The overall length is just over 42 inches, which keeps the rifle balanced and lively in the hands. Magazine capacity is 3+1, which keeps the weight down while still giving you plenty of firepower for hunting applications. The single-stage trigger is consistent and mechanically simple. There are no overcomplicated adjustments to fail when you are 10 miles from civilization, weighing in at 6.4 pounds. This rig is light enough to carry up a mountain all day without fatigue. The ergonomics are spot on. The grip angle is low and comfortable for various shooting positions, and the grip panels can be swapped out to fit different hand sizes or glove thicknesses. The all-black finish on the stock hides wear and resist scratching. For about $1,500, you are buying a tool that simply works. No fuss, no compromise. Just the kind of accuracy that has made the Tikka name respected by serious shooters globally. Number 2. Mossberg Patriot Carbine. This rifle was engineered around a compact hunting philosophy. Every inch of this system is designed for maneuverability, portability, and real-world utility. The Patriot Carbine runs an 18-inch medium bull barrel with factory threading. That short profile makes it lightning fast to handle in the brush, from a tree stand, or inside a ground blind. It is also perfectly set up for running a suppressor without making the gun too long. Mossberg includes their patented LBA trigger system, which is user-adjustable from 2 to 7 pounds. You can dial it down for crisp precision work, or keep it a little heavier for safety with gloved hands in the cold. The bolt is spiral-fluted and features an oversized tactical handle. It is engineered to cycle smooth and positive, even when the adrenaline is dumping. Capacity is 5+1 via a drop-box magazine that falls free for fast reloads. If you need to take a follow-up shot on a hog, or you are engaging multiple targets, this design keeps you in the fight. At the muzzle, a recessed crown protects your accuracy potential. The 5/8 by 24 threads make it compatible with the most popular brakes and suppressors on the market. Up top, you have a Picatinny rail for mounting optics, keeping your scope low, secure, and versatile. The medium bull contour gives you stiffness for accuracy without turning the rifle into a boat anchor. It balances extremely well for long hikes in rough terrain. The metal is finished in matte blued steel. The stock is black synthetic. It is rugged, weather-resistant, and built to take a beating. Overall length is 38¼ inches. Weight is 6.4 pounds. Length of pull is fixed at 13¾ inches, which fits the vast majority of adult shooters perfectly, at $520. The Patriot Carbine brings a serious feature set to the table for a wide range of hunting seasons. Number 1. Winchester Model 70, Featherweight Stainless. Sitting at the top of the heap is a bona fide American legend. This is the rifle that defined the sport for generations of hunters. The Model 70 Featherweight Stainless takes the iconic pre-1964 controlled round feed action and updates it with modern stainless steel construction. This is the best of old-world Winchester heritage fused with modern reliability. The trigger is Winchester's MOA system. Zero take-up, zero creep, zero over-travel. It breaks like a glass rod every single time. The jeweled bolt body and knurled handle display that traditional level of craftsmanship, while the 3-position safety gives you total control over every phase of the hunt. We are talking controlled feeding, controlled ejection, no matter what angle you hold the rifle, or how fast you cycle it. That massive claw extractor grabs the casing and does not let go until you say so. The stock is Grade 1 walnut, featuring a schnabel fore-end, cut checkering, and a satin finish. It looks exactly like a proper rifle should look. The angled comb aligns your eye perfectly with the scope, and the Patchmere decelerator pad takes the bite out of those stout .308 Winchester loads. The barrel is 22 inches, free-floated, and crowned for accuracy. It is stainless steel with a matte finish, built to shrug off the nastiest weather while maintaining those classic lines. The floor plate is hinged for quick and safe unloading. Magazine capacity is 5 rounds, with a 1 in 12 twist rate that will stabilize just about any .308 load you can find on the shelf. Overall length is 42¼ inches. Weight is 6 pounds, 12 ounces. It is balanced, responsive, and it has that classic Winchester handling. Sling studs and scope mount holes are factory standard. At $1,250, you are getting way more than just a hunting rifle. You are buying into a legacy that continues to set the gold standard for American big game hunting. That wraps up our countdown of the top 7 most trusted .308 hunting rifles for 2025. Which one of these platforms stood out to you? Let us know down in the comments section below. And as always, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep checking back for more deep dive reviews on rifles, gear, and hunting setups.